Good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all doing this morning? Just a tad bit early. Just a tad. I'm giving y'all really Auntie Muriel with the lipstick this morning. I just could not get it on my lips. Somehow I keep going down in this area. Good morning. Happy to be able to have lips, right? Or to know you got lips. Whew. The way the Alzheimer is gripping us old peoples. Joe, just knowing you're ahead of the game. All right, let's start our walk. Close and personal. I don't know, should I bring it down some? Usually. Okay, all right. Right, looks like we're walking head to head. Okay, let's get this started. Okay, move this way. And now I'll put it up. I'll take this up a notch. Good morning. Why ain't nobody put down in the comments yesterday that I was on the wrong day? I thought yesterday was Saturday. It's because my daughter didn't go to work. She works overnight, so she didn't go to work Thursday night into Friday morning. So she was home. Usually she's only home on Saturday. So, ergo, when I spoke to her in the morning, I said, oh, Saturday. I'm allowed. Don't judge me. Oh yeah. This is what I want to tell you about. Oh. This whole trial thing, I gotta tell you. Well, let me tell you some history. The first riot that I remember was in 67, 68. I was 11 years old. It was in 67. I was 10. It was just after Martin Luther King had been shot. I didn't know from nothing. But the adults knew. And you heard all this murmuring, but I was a kid, I was playing. But then, that night, whew, I just remembered us being huddled in the kitchen by the stove or underneath the table, and it was me, my mother, my sister, and she kept saying, be quiet. My mother kept saying, be quiet, don't talk. And of course, I was a crybaby. So of course I started crying. It was freaking scary. And I can't remember if we sat like that all night or if we eventually went to bed. But I remember coming down in the morning and seeing little destruction on the blocks. Little. But when my stepfather, who had to sleep in his car with his gun and threaten anybody who came near his gun that he would shoot them, when he drove us around, that's when we saw the devastation of the riots. They mainly did it in our shopping areas. In our corner stores at that time, they weren't bodegas. They were mostly like Italian or Jewish owned stores. We didn't own those stores. We didn't own anything. And I remember they burnt up. We used to have this place we used to go on Sundays. My mother would give us like $1, maybe $2, and we would go to the Hasidic food market. And it was just Hasidics, and they had these wooden tables, and you could go. I just remember I always liked to buy bananas from them. I don't know why. I thought I got a lot of. In my mind, I'm thinking that I could get like 3 or 4 bananas for like 25 cents. And my mother would get fabric or different things. We just used to love to go shopping on Sundays at the Hasidic market. That's where all the Hasidics would be. And we're driving by, and they had burned up all the Hasidic tables. Burned. Then, okay, so before we could, the Hasidics was on Belmont. So, we could walk to Belmont. So we went to Belmont first. So that was burned up. Then we hit Pickett Avenue. And there was not a store, a building, or anything standing. And the further we went into Pickett Avenue, like Pickett Avenue, I remember it started out with little stores in our neighborhood. And then as you went further down, the stores got bigger, you know, more like department stores and stuff like that. And, whoa, they burned that down. And I remember my mother, ooh, we had 6 minutes already. My mother, 6, I do know how to count. She was so upset. She was saying, we didn't kill Dr. Martin Luther King. Why would you come and do our neighborhood? So it was explained to her that though it was our neighborhood, we didn't own any of the businesses. None of the businesses. Where we bought our sheets from, anything we did, we didn't know the business. So technically, they were getting their anger at the Caucasians. But here's the thing. You really didn't. Because we just had to go out into Long Island where they lived and where their stores was, and they upped the prices, and we had to pay way more. And my mother said, at least where we live, we could afford to buy stuff. We had to go out to Long Island. So my mother, she couldn't understand. She always said, why did they go to Long Island and riot? And then we could still go to our stores here. But they did the same thing. They hiked the prices. Ugh. Oh. It's exhausting being an African American. African American in this country. It is exhausting. That's why I gotta walk. That's why I gotta exercise. Honey, because the weak will be trampled. Child, especially a raisin like me. Please. They won't even feel me under their foot when they squash down. Oh. So, we had to go out to Long Island to get everything. And, things changed. We didn't go to the Hasidics anymore. So I don't even know if they built it back up or not. Because my mother stopped us from going. She wouldn't give us money and stuff, so we don't know. She kept saying, they burn it down, they're not coming back. After my mother died, and I was with my father and my stepmother, she loved to go shopping downtown, but they was just building up stuff. So we're talking about 2 years after the riots, 3 years. They just started building up. But that was 3 years ago, and they're dumping money in Long Island. Well, them people hated us. They was buying your house if you bought one. But they loved your money. Who, Green Acres Mall? Shit. Pitkin Avenue money was spent at the Green Acres Mall because they had burnt out Pitkin Avenue. So not only did we have to find a way to get to Long Island, to the mall, I remember always going there in a car. I don't remember ever taking a train. And that's where we did our shopping. So, but it never made sense to my mother, the whole riot thing. She was like, why did you get us? Why was this whole thing against us? We didn't kill Martin Luther King. Alright. So, now my next riot, my second riot, was in New York, and I remember my sister used to live on FDR Drive, looking out over the Hudson. That picnic was gorgeous. And we were out there with the kids. My daughter, was my daughter born? I can't remember. I don't think she was born yet. And we were there, and it started thundering and lightning. And we looked at each other, and we just got this feeling. It was like, come on, let's get the kids in. So not thinking, even though the thunder and lightning is outside, we all get onto the elevator, we go to the floor, we get off the elevator, and the lights go out. It was just about dusk. Well, honey, it was something again. We just hunkered down in the apartment, knew what was going on, and my sister's husband at that time, Billy, he couldn't pass up a good riot. So he came in with his ill-gotten gain, and then we just hunkered down. And then, again, the devastation was great. Again, in our community. Again. We have to go shopping in the white people's neighborhood. They don't even want us to live there. They can't stand us, but they love our money. Welcome us as long as the business was open. So, that was scary. Then you look at it on TV, and you just see all the looting stuff. So then, the next one I had, you'll love this. The next riot. Oh my goodness. Please, you guys, you are going to crack up. I was living in a white neighborhood. Nothing happened. I was not fearful at all. I didn't. Oh gosh. Oh. Nothing. And of course it was in California. in a few places, spats here and there. And looking at it on TV, of course, Watts was devastated when Martin Luther King was died, just like East New York, Brooklyn. And then with the LA riots for Rodney King, but I think we should think wisely. Whew. Hey, good morning. Yes. Good morning. Whew. Walking, talking, and bringing up memories is a little on the hard side. Who's that? Hey, my girlfriend from high school. I'm walking. Thanks for coming in and checking on your girlfriend. This walk is brought to you by, I like to say it, this is our 15-minute walk mark where we get water and stuff like that. And I do a commercial. I like to say yes. Keep the word yes in your child's vocabulary by reading I like to say yes to your child. You can order I like to say yes from Archway Publishing Company that the book comes from, Barnes & Nobles, or Amazon. Keep the word yes in your child's vocabulary. Hey, let's get our juice. This is the last bit of this naked juice because tomorrow, because today is Saturday, tomorrow is Sunday, I will be spending it doing my juicing. But this is still the naked juice stuff. I taste the peach in it, so it makes me want to put peach in my juice, but my daughter got like the most ripest pineapple ever. So let me do that. Let me do an alkaline water mouth rinse. Because I ain't going to hold you up. Because this half-hour walk is just what it is. A half hour. Quick, fast, and easy peasy bo beezy. Easy beasy po peasy. Now I had a friend who was telling me that she does her arm exercises. Another friend does stuff with her. I'm trying to get back so you can see my hands, but I don't want to fall off. Does stuff with her hands. You know, when you're walking, once you get your balance. Now, we couldn't have done this in January because we spent the whole month of January balancing out being on the treadmill. Don't fool yourself. A treadmill is walking, it's two different things. A sidewalk is wide. This is the treadmill. At least my treadmill. I ain't talking bad about you, Betsy. I'm just telling the folks. So, we spent all January getting used to just walking in the middle. And if you notice now, sometimes, thanks for coming in. And if you notice now, sometimes I go off the middle a little bit. Especially if you see me put my hands off, I either went too far right or too far left. It's a process. Good morning, y'all. So we got that down, balance down. February we worked out a lot of stuff, a lot of kinks. I'd have to go back and look at those videos. And now my friend, she wants to do her exercise. I'm going to text her and ask her to send me the shoulder exercise she has to do. then when she watches with me, we can do it together. Because you can do the exercises. I mean, if it ain't nothing, you know, too much, you know, shoulder stuff, you should be able to do it while you walk. Hey, so glad y'all here. Yes, if y'all running, I did it again. Alright, I'm gonna get better than this. I'm just not running today. Because I thought yesterday was Saturday and today I'm supposed to be juicing. So, I'm not running today. I want to get my juice back going. And I still got to like prep a few more vegetables. You know, cut them up, lemon them down. I didn't do the apples. I'm not going to do the apples till tonight because at 4 o'clock in the morning I'm going to be up juicing. So I'll lemon them down and put them in containers. And then in the morning it's just a juicer. You just put everything in. I've had the ginger soaking, so when I run it through the juicer, I get a lot of juice. Oh, okay. So getting back to the riots. So something else happened, and at that time, I was conversing with my sisters, blood sisters. Well, half blood sisters. We don't have the same fathers. So she said to me, something happened, and she says, "Oh, you know what they'll do now?" And I said, "What?" She said, "They'll fix them." And I said, "What are you talking about?" It was like someone had another trial where some great injustice was going to be done. And my sister said, "Yeah, they'll fix them." And I said, "How? How will it fix?" She said, "They'll make sure to burn up where they live, their auntie, uncles, and cousins' cars, and uncle, cousin houses, because they're so mad they're going to hurt themselves." And see, I still remember, and she had told me this well over 30 years ago. And I was like, yeah, ain't that something? But at my age now, I'm beginning to see things that are by design. When we rioted and burned out our neighborhood, we dumped millions of dollars into Long Island and Manhattan. Harlem was burnt down, so wasn't dropping nothing there. So you had to go into Westchester County. But these are all places where white people live. So you know what I'm saying? They was a total boost for their economy. When the lightning strike and they rioted in New York and stole everything from the stores and stuff, again, we were back to Long Island, Westchester, or Jersey. Well, not Newark, because they burnt their stuff to the ground. Again. So, and then Rodney King. The neighborhood where we lived, you burned down to the ground. One thing about the Rodney King thing that I remember that was so funny. And there was a sign with a little Asian man sitting, is sitting on like one of those metal fold-out chairs in front of his store with a sign that says, during the LA riots, saying, "Me black too." And you know they didn't touch his place? Boy, the things you remember. But now I see that to some degree it's all part of the design. and you can't fall for it. If you're mad at the outcome of this trial, Google and find some place where you could probably do more good damage, if there's such a thing, good damage, where things will be changed and things get changed. Go there. Take your Molotov stuff, take all your stuff, take all the, and take it away from us. Because my skin is like George Floyd's skin. And my skin and my family's skin was the same skin as Dr. Martin Luther King. And my skin is the same skin just like Rodney King. I ain't do nothing to you. I don't make no laws. I can't change nothing. I don't set people free that kill us. I don't jail them either. Hey, I'm fighting to stay voting right now. There's a whole political party that's so content is to make sure another African American never crosses the poll again, never casts another ballot. It's a virus, and that's what we need to get rid of. So if I would say anything, take your anger to the neighborhood of those people and politicians that don't want you to vote. Because you're smart enough now to know to vote out judges. Vote out judges. Pay attention to the local thing with the judges. Look at, see who is under what political party that's judges. And if you can, get rid of them. That's what I would tell you to take your anger to. But if you've got to, if you're compelled to riot, Google the neighborhood of the people who are suppressing our votes to try to stop stuff like George Floyd from happening. Our vote can stop it. And that's why they're doing everything to take away the vote. You mad? You need to riot. Google where those people live. Those voting suppressing people, they got houses. Find them. They got cars. Find them. Leave us alone. Leave us alone. When I say us, I mean our Family Dollar. Because that's what we can afford. Let our Family Dollar stand. I'm just saying, I'm sick of going out of the neighborhood to buy stuff. Let the neighborhood stuff stay. Go in them places where them groups of people that is doing everything within their power to take the vote away from you. Take your anger, go over there and say, you choked George Floyd, now you're trying to choke me by suppressing my voice. And I ain't standing for it. And then do what riotous people do. I don't know, I ain't never rioted. Oh, so I got that out. I'm the same color. Me and George Floyd, we the same color. Me and Travis, we ain't. So that should lead you in the right direction right there. Ain't no... Alright, let's get our things together. Let's see if we're still connected, right? Here we go. Hey, See, everything is connected. I can't forget our routine. I just wanted to get that message out to y'all. Got Google Maps. Google. Find their areas. I think they call them red areas. Find them there. I ain't do nothing to you. I don't make laws. I definitely wouldn't put a law in place to stop us from voting. Go deal with them folks. Those are folks that represent that Neo and George Floyd. Go to their neighborhoods. 15. What's a good luck? I get quiet when I do that because I'm focusing on keeping my elbows tucked in, my stomach tucked in, and then moving my arms. That's a lot of commands. Oh, I tell ya. So we did it. So if you walk this week with me, till today, you have exercised any form of exercise. We have done it for 3 hours this week. We're also into the 4th month of our walking every morning except Sunday. I'm so proud of me. And if you was walking and exercising, I'm proud of you. So, I tell you, one by this window, and I got this little shirt on underneath, like a little finish. And I ain't looking for no pneumonia. Hey, I appreciate y'all being with me. We doing it. We doing it. We're in our 4th month of walking. Every morning, 7 a.m. 7:30. And it makes you feel good. I feel good. Because I got you. Okay, guys, 10 seconds. I'm walking. Yes, indeed, I'm walking. Just for me, I'm walking. Thank you for the company. How fast was that? Stop playing, y'all. You know you can do it every day. And you know you feel so much better for it. I'm going to be brief here. Hey, Joan, good morning. Yes, happy Saturday. Hey, Diane, good morning. Good morning. I'm not going to stay because half hour walk, I got to go. I'll see you in the comments. Thanks for coming in. Bye.